Nail clipper handling. The way I like to keep the doggy and myself safe is first picking the right type of nail clipper. This plier style, this is my favorite, and this is a small medium size. The way I hold it and to keep ourselves safe is I keep it closed whenever I'm not using it. Let it be when I open up the safety thingy here, I still keep it closed. I open it only when the nail is around and I'm ready to cut. The second safety thing is you open it up only the amount you want to cut. You're not running around like this at all, at no time. This is perfect recipe for hurting the dog. Not also just on the nail, but also the ear can slip in there, and in case your doggy jumps or moves or the doorbell rings and both of you freak out, you suddenly cut in the ear by closing it out of fear. So you really want to keep this thing closed, except for the time when you're using it to cut the nail. The third step is having this safety tongue either moved away or totally remove it by unscrewing this little thing. I kept it on because it's just easier to show that you really need to remove this from the nail clipper. The way I suggest and kind of ask you, or it's sort of a requirement, safety requirement, believe it or not, is because we really want to see what's going on with the nail whenever we are cutting it. So this is the way we are doing the cut. We're going to talk about how to do it later, but you really want to see what's going on in there. It's a false promise that when you keep this safety tongue or whatever it's called, like in this position, you're gonna cut the nails safely. This only prevents cutting the whole nail off or cutting a huge chunk off of the nail. But from safety perspective, if you keep it here in this position and you can see what you are doing, because if you are using this little false thingy, you're gonna cut too big, let it be even 1 or 2 millimeters, because you have no idea how deep you need to go. So for safety, again, I need to emphasize that whenever you are cutting, you need to move the little safety flap away or just completely remove it by unscrewing this screw there. This is the safest way to go. We talked about how to hold and position the toenail or dew claw to make sure that you will prevent a huge chunk being cut off from the nail. There are 2 ways to do it. You can combine them or use them separately. Both are amazingly effective, and you definitely do not need this thing. Again, just a quick recap. You can hold your finger in the way, so there is no way you're gonna cut too much off of the nail. You hold your finger close to the tip of the nail, and then whenever you are cutting, you're just gonna cut the amount you need. The other thing is you open the clipper only for cutting the tiny amount you're planning to cut. You're not cutting nail like this, like, okay, which way should I go? How deep should I go? No way. We are cutting teeny tiny, and these 2 combined will help you prevent cutting too big chunks off of your doggy's toenail.